The unrest in Bangladesh. We're getting some breaking news. Sheikh Hasina's protest call before international court verdict says charges against her are false. She also cried witch hunt. And Sheikh Hasina has called international court illegal. Hasina says Yunus unconstitutionally seized power. And she also says that no action has been taken on Yunus after coup against her. So that's the breaking news that's coming in amid unrest in Bangladesh ahead of the court verdict on Sheikh Hasina. Sheikh Hasina has now released an audio message in which she has called for protest ahead of the big international court verdict. Let's listen in.
আজকে আমি জানি আমার বিরুদ্ধে মামলা দিয়েছে। আপনারা জানেন যে সেই কোর্টে চিফ প্রসিকিউটর আমার বিরুদ্ধে যে সমস্ত অভিযোগ এনেছে তা সবই তো মিথ্যা। একটা কোর্টে দাঁড়িয়ে কেউ যদি মিথ্যা অভিযোগ দেয় তা তার বিরুদ্ধে কিন্তু মামলা হয় এবং একসময় হবে। তবে এই কোর্টটাও তো অবৈধ, কারণ 1973 সালে পার্লামেন্টে আইন পাশ করে যুদ্ধ অপরাধীদের বিচারের জন্য এটা করা হয়েছিল। এখানে কিন্তু স্পষ্ট লেখা আছে যুদ্ধ অপরাধীদের বিচার হবে এবং এই আইনের 11(4) অনুচ্ছেদে স্পষ্ট বলাই আছে কিভাবে এই কোর্ট গঠিত হবে, চিফ প্রসিকিউটর থেকে শুরু করে কারা কী হবে সব কিন্তু নির্দেশিকা দেওয়া আছে। কিন্তু এরা কিছুই মানেনি। ইউনূস অবৈধভাবে অসাংবিধানিকভাবে ক্ষমতা দখল করেছে। আমাদের সংবিধানের 7 অনুচ্ছেদে স্পষ্ট লেখা আছে যে নির্বাচিত প্রতিনিধিদের কেউ যদি জোর করে ক্ষমতা থেকে সরায় তাহলে তাদের শাস্তি হবে। কিন্তু ইউনূস তো তাই করেছে। তার মেটিকুলাস ডিজাইনের মাধ্যমে সেটা আমাকে ক্ষমতা থেকে হটিয়েছে। বিল ক্লিন্টন ফাউন্ডেশনের মিটিংয়ে সে সেটা নিজেই স্বীকার করেছে, মাস্টার মাইন্ডেরা সব করেছে।
And my colleague Indrajit Kundu is now joining us with more details on this. Indrajit, how are Sheikh Hasina and Awami League defending themselves for calling these protests in Bangladesh and claiming that the charges against them are fabricated?
Well, Anjali, you just heard Awami League Supremo Sheikh Hasina's own version. She released an audio message yesterday for her supporters calling for a nationwide shutdown. The Awami League, of course, maintains that this entire proceeding is illegal because the International Crimes Tribunal was formed on the basis of a legislation that was passed in the Bangladesh parliament long back for trying, charges against humanity against those people who were involved, especially the Razakars, during the liberation war of Bangladesh. So this has nothing to do with the kind of trial that Sheikh Hasina is undergoing. Is what the Awami League states. Now, there are 3 people who have been charged with crimes against humanity, murder, and, atrocity against students who were undertaking that revolt last year. Sheikh Hasina herself, her Home Minister Asaduzzama Khan Kamal, and the then IGP of police. Now, 3 people stand on trial. The police IGP, of course, has turned approver. So at this point in time, today is going to be the big verdict. This is for the first time that the International Crimes Tribunal Bangladesh will be delivering a verdict and has tried a former Prime Minister, deposed Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, who is now currently in exile in India. So situation on ground remains tense. There's a lot of anxiety. In Dhaka, of course, the army, the border guards, Bangladesh, and the police have been deployed, armed police. There have been multiple reports of crude bomb explosions last night across Dhaka. In fact, one such bomb exploded outside the residence of an advisor to the Muhammad Yunus government. And in several districts, Awami League supporters have staged protests last night. There have been some reports of arson on vehicles as well. So things remain tense on the ground, and one can expect the International Crimes Tribunal to deliver its verdict somewhere around 11 a.m. Bangladesh time.
All right, so things remain tense in Bangladesh. Indrajit, do stay with us. So vandalism, arson on streets of Dhaka in Bangladesh, unrest ahead of the big Hasina International Court trial. Awami League resort to arson and vandalism in Bangladesh. Awami League's Mashal March in the capital of Bangladesh, Dhaka. These are the visuals, the different visuals that are coming in from Dhaka in Bangladesh. Complete chaos. arson, vandalism on the streets. You can see the Mashal March by the Awami League on your left side of the screen, and there's also arson. Cars and buses have been burnt, have been set on fire. And this situation is ahead of the big court verdict, the international court verdict on Sheikh Hasina. Meanwhile, Sheikh Hasina has refuted and rubbished all the charges. She has said that all the charges against her are fabricated. And but these are the kind of visuals that are coming to the fore from Dhaka, where there's complete unrest, and the situation is like this before the verdict. It remains to be seen what unfolds after the verdict is out on Sheikh Hasina. My colleague Indrajit Kundu continues to stay with us. Indrajit, we're seeing this kind of unrest in Dhaka in Bangladesh ahead of the verdict. Will there be wider national violence after the verdict is out?
Well, as far as the security agencies are concerned, there is a lot of anticipation. Remember, the Awami League, of course, has been banned by the Muhammad Yunus government. So its operations are banned. It's an illegal organization, political outfit right now in Bangladesh, one that has played such a crucial role in the liberation movement of Bangladesh, and also which was in power just a year back. In fact, the election that took place in January last year, Awami League won a landslide victory. Now, visuals that are coming in, of course, there are Mashal March that has taken place in the districts. There have been several vehicles that have been set on fire by unidentified miscreants in capital Dhaka. Bombs, of course, crude bombs have been hurled in multiple locations. Now, several of these are unidentified miscreants. The Dhaka Metropolitan Police Chief, of course, has informed that shoot at sight order has been given to the police if anyone resorts to violence against police or tries to set a police vehicle on fire. So as I said, the court premises, the Dhaka University area, the heart of the city, security has been beefed up with the presence of the army personnel there, border guards, Bangladesh personnel, and of course, the police also manning the streets.
Right. Indrajit, also, what is going to be the impact on India of these protests? In fact, we just heard Sheikh Hasina's audio in which she claimed Yunus government's hostility towards India.
Well, this has been a big diplomatic, tussle between Bangladesh and India ever since Sheikh Hasina's government was deposed and Muhammad Yunus took charge. You would remember in Thailand, Prime Minister Modi met Yunus for the first time. However, there has been escalating tension between the two countries, with Muhammad Yunus again and again on various international platforms raising concern that India has given safe haven and shelter to Sheikh Hasina, somebody who the present regime considers to be a war criminal at this point in time. And that's the reason why the ICT was given charge to, probe the allegations against the Awami League leadership, which will today deliver its verdict. So Sheikh Hasina's presence in India does remain a sensitive issue in the bilateral relations between both these countries, and it is surely going to have some impact on India-Bangladesh ties, on how the Awami League perceives this verdict once it comes out, and whether or not there are more tensions on the ground in Bangladesh.
All right, Indrajit, thank you for those details. So some impact is going to be seen on India as well. These are the kind of visuals coming to the fore from Dhaka in Bangladesh, where there's complete chaos, arson, vandalism on the streets of Dhaka ahead of the verdict against Sheikh Hasina in the alleged kangaroo court in Bangladesh. And we'll keep an eye on this story and get you more updates later in the day. And arson on the streets of Dhaka and Bangladesh, and also Mashal March by the Awami League.